Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Adam, and recording this video for QuietSpeculation.com. This week, we are going to be playing Blue-Way Control and Explorer. So this list, I shamelessly copied from a friend of mine, Gavin Bennett, who is currently playing this in a tournament. Gavin is currently 2-0, and it just happened to be the top deck on that tournament report. Everything looked good, and Gavin is an excellent deck builder, so I trust his judgment. So we're going to just fire this up and see how we do. I'll be playing 5 matches on ladder. And yeah, this is Blue-Way Control with Yorion. Nothing really standing out that's super surprising. You have your quintessential Teferi, Wandering Emperor, Shark Typhoon, a couple board wipes, draw spells, and Toxic Deluge, your counter spells, a lot of spot removal. What else? Oh, I guess we can look at the lands real quick. Utility lands, we have Castle Ardenvale. You have 2 copies of Hall of the Storm Giants. You have your channel lands in Aganjo and Odawara. And then there are a couple cycling lands. So you have 4 irrigated farmland, 1 Sparrow's headquarters, and 1 Raugrun Triome. Ultimately, that means that we have 6 lands that cycle, which is pretty substantial. Sideboard, we have Rest in Peace, Ether Gust, Dovin's Veto, Hullbreaker Horror, another copy of Rip, a couple copies of Sunset Revelry, Narset's Reversal, Mystical Dispute, an additional Depopulate, and then Dream Trawler. Generally speaking, these are going to come in for the mono red matchups. Rest in Peace against the Mardu Greasefang, Esper Greasefang deck. Dovin's Veto for the blue mirrors, Hullbreaker Horror as well for those kinds of matchups. And then Dream Trawler for anything where you need either a finisher or where the life gain matters. Mystical Dispute as well, Narset's Reversal if they're doing some sort of Emergent Ultimatum shenanigans there. It basically puts that back in their hand, and then you get a full copy of it. So, that being said, I think we are good to go. Again, I'm going to run this through 5 rounds on ladder, and we will hopefully do well. And we'll take it from there. We can debrief after. So we're going to go best of 3, Explorer, and this. Everything looks good. Let's fire it up. Once again, this video has been brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. Quiet Speculation is a Magic the Gathering finance website, but they have a bunch of really cool content as far as the constructed metagames go. Really recommend you give them a look over. Amazing group of folks. I will be on the play. This hand's fine. It's reactive, but being on the play with your Disruption followed by Absorb, I feel comfortable keeping here. If they have something that's particularly scary on turn 1, maybe we can talk about it. Alright, lead on Hallowed Fountain. Snow-Covered Swamp. I will counter your Harvester. Play a Beach. If they... I assume there's going to be a Fable here. Ooh. No Fable, no land, so they're not playing around another Jawari. And they're off it. Cool. That tells me that they probably didn't have a 3rd land. They had 2 of these Bloodtooth Harvesters. Okay, so I don't know whether or not they are the Greasefang combo, or if they're the red-black mid-range. I'm going to guess that they're on the mid-range build. That said, I think I want the Depopulates. I can bring in the Gus. How do I feel about Hullbreaker Horror in this matchup? Dream Trawler. Trawler's probably fine. I don't think I want the Horror. I can trim on vetoes. Not great against a Thoughtseize based matchup. Do I care about Narset here? It's probably fine. Most likely going to just get attacked down. But that's still reasonable. I don't think I need this many portable holes, right? It's presumably just hitting the token off of Fable and Bloodteeth Harvester. I could bring in the Revelries. It slows down my opponent a little bit. Probably over a Narset. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. At worst, Narset still does cantrip. Also, the season ends in a couple days. I am currently at 90% on my Mythic. Would love to get to that top. What is it, 250 now? My opponent is making their decisions. I have a 2-lander that's not like amazing by any stretch, but it's borderline keepable. I am on the draw. Hoping they don't go turn 1 Thoughtseize, take the Jawari. That'll put me in a really awkward position. I basically just need to draw lands. Okay, we found a land. I'll play Jawari. Harvester. Thoughtseize. I don't think they take the Ether Gust. My guess is probably Absorb or the Wandering Emperor. Really? They go for the Teferi? I'm a fair ways away from casting that. Okay, so Kroxa in the bin. I think I will go ahead and gust the Bloodteeth Harvester, which they put on bottom. I don't love not guaranteeing my my Wandering Emperor next turn. We'll take what I can get there. Put Yorion in hand. I don't think I want to cycle the Typhoon. Just straight casting the Bone Crusher. trade here. That's unfortunate for them.
Out of my
If I control a land, that'd be
I have a way
amazing.
to stop blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Nice.
Know that I will not abandon my quest.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my
I
people.
think they have to take the portable hole if they want to bring back this Croxa. Okay, fair enough. Make a samurai.
Let your blade do the talking.
I have a strong feeling that they probably have a Kolgan's command.
We must protect the people.
Play this tapped. If there's the Kolgan's command, I'll end up discarding it to the Croxa either way. Invoke Despair, sacrifice a creature, Planeswalker. Surprised they're playing Invoke Despair. Ooh, that's a good one. Chandra.
Hey, over here!
4 damage to that. Yep, that's fine.
Oh, yep, you're flammable.
I've learned much during my travels.
Another one.
Let guards, to me.
Good God. Alright.
May your blade strike true.
This was a waste of my time.
If I knew I was just drawing 3 straight Wandering Emperors, I might have sequenced slightly differently, but I don't think it's going to matter. Another Chandra.
Let's do this.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Nice.
Try not to miss me. Finally.
Okay, they're
I'm
off of it.
home.
So honestly, I'm at this point because I see the console's flagship. I don't see white mana. I don't see any indication. Like everything is pointing to them just being straight black red. But this makes me think that maybe they, I don't know, have the Greasefang package. Or maybe they had a Karn package and they brought in the ship. Not quite sure. Alright, well, 1 down. And we were in... Alright, just double checking it was ranked. Cool. Might be a little preemptive of me saying this, but if you like this build of the deck, again, I got it from a friend named Gavin Bennett. Gavin Bennett MTG on Twitter. If you want to go say, hey, thanks, Adam sent me. I think you'd appreciate that. But for now, we are 1-0. And we were able to get a very quick game in against red-black mid-range. Also notably, the red-black mid-range deck, I have seen a lot of it. I hit Mythic playing Esper Greasefang. My record was like 20-10. But I want to say upwards of like 75 to 80% of the matchups I actually played were red-black mid-range. I don't know if that's a reflection of like people erring on the side of caution against the Greasefang decks, or if it's just grind people out with mid-range is like working for folks generally, but I have seen so much of that deck. Alright, opponent goes first. They're on Yorion. I assume this matchup's going to be on the slower end, which is why Dovin's Veto and Wandering Emperor seems like a good keep here. Ooh. Omen's pretty great, because I can hold up the Veto, or cast the Omen, or cycle this farmland. Jeskai. Also phenomenal. I think with these being my draws, I'm inclined to just play the farmland tapped. I also have a feeling that my opponent is on, what is it called? The Transmogrify deck. So they want to cheat in, blanking on the name. Agent of Treachery. If I had to guess, they're on 4 Luca, 1 copy of Transmogrify. It's kind of the reason why I want to hold up this Veto now. Portable Hole is interesting. I think I like having both of these lands. Funnily enough, this will actually stop them from getting the token that they want to do the thing to. I will go for the Veto here. This gives me an opportunity to land this Narset.
The past, present, and I have just the trick for this.
I do think I have to play this just to be able to hold up the March. Sure, you get a berth.
Hone your prowess.
So I can grab Teferi or another Portable Hole. I think with the Wandering Emperors, the hole might be better. Let's see if they accidentally walk into the Narset here. Yes! They did it! Yes! Alright, so they did Shatter the Sky, and they don't draw a card because of it. And they play another Fable, which I don't love. So they get down there,
Those who
Narset.
cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality, keep an open mind.
And there is the Luca. Let's get this Typhoon. Alright. Another amazing draw. Get this out of the way.
I shall miss your company.
I can't imagine they have another plains left. I can't imagine they have a mountain. Presumably, this will get them a basic island if I crack the land here. I think I like holding up Wandering Emperor plus Absorb. Or March plus Absorb. Wrong land. Ooh.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Alright, well,
You're
I'm
done.
doing a pretty decent job of keeping their board clear. They do have the mana to potentially do, like, the full combo in the one turn. If they don't get rid of the Narset, the Yorion doesn't really do anything. Omen, again, they're doing it on their turn for some reason. My opponent is not playing around this Narset very well. Maybe they're just gonna slam the Yorion and get the double scry off. Alright.
Let's slow this down. Let's
Sure.
take it back.
Make a 2-2.
Back to wandering. Keep watch for intruders.
Alright. I mean, I have the Field of Ruin.
Keep up the pace.
One, two, three, four, 5. X equals 5.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Such violence is upsetting.
I am not leaving up the Field of Ruin in the event that I can draw a counterspell off of my Omen.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me.
I assume they're going to crack it here. Yeah. Jory's not going to do the job. Okay, I'll get to steal probably my shark. It's either my shark or my Yorion. Oh, it could be the Narset. Okay, they are going for the shark. Excuse me. Cycle this. Portable hole. Phenomenal.
Meditate and prepare.
Fateful Absence versus March.
I hope you're ready to lose.
I'm gonna buff the Yorion
Strike fast and strike hard.
and let the agent die. Or let the agent kill the token. Because Luca has a check for a higher mana value, so they can't flip an agent into an agent. Okay. So they're gonna play a Wandering Emperor.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. This is what you get for hurting my people. It's on.
Ooh, I like both of these.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Guards, to me.
I'll pay the life.
Right on schedule.
And I'll draw a card.
Hurry!
I'm going to let them finish stacking, and then I'm going to blow up the hall.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Yeah, no blocks.
I won't let you win!
Yeah, you can have a Luca.
They call me a pariah because they fear my strength.
My opponent's not playing well.
Me.
Let's see what they have. They have Anger the Gods, Fires of Invention, they have Shark Typhoon, they have Portable Holes. Burn Down the House is relevant. So how many agents are left in the deck? 1, 2... 2 agents in the deck. Okay. And they're off it. That was game 1? Wow, alright. Ether Gust seems great. Do I want a Narset's reversal? Not really. Farewell seems bad. The Wrath effects seem bad. I'll keep in it to populate. Like they're gonna be a token heavy deck. I also didn't see a Transmogrify from what they revealed. So it looks like it's just the Yorions, which I am pretty okay with. What else? I guess the Shark Typhoons, but I can answer all those with Portable Holes and March. Does not hit Planeswalker, unfortunately. I feel like this build is very well suited for this matchup. If I'm bringing in the Dream... Do I even need the Dream Trawler? Probably not. It does instantly get hit by the Wrath effects, but I can't imagine they're keeping them in. can probably trim on a portable hole or two. I only have a few seconds left. I'll take down Teferi's. Teferi's sort of a liability, being just a very good permanent that they can steal. And if I have other like finishers that aren't subject to that kind of interaction, I might as well play around it. I like this. Farmland. I like picking up the dispute here. Cycle Shark Typhoon is pretty nice. It's one fewer that I have to worry about. It's not an Omen of the Sea. I will gladly pass back. Opponent is running out of, or it doesn't have land here. Birth of Meletus. Sure. I'm gonna cast the Wandering Emperor.
Finally, I'm home.
Casting the Wandering Emperor before they have the white mana to Dovin's veto me.
Let your blade do the talking.
How mana hungry is this hand? Let's make another one.
Keep watch for
Portable
intruders.
hole. Eat the birth. Which kind of just sounds gross, but you know. I can't imagine there's a Brazen Borrower here. They went for Fry, and
I'll
they
be
let me
back.
go through combat first? Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to put the Yorion in hand. I imagine the Hullbrigar is going to be game winning whenever I actually do land it. It seems like they probably also have a Fry. Might actually be able to get them with this Ganjo. Ooh. I like Deluge. I'll play the Jabari. Wow, okay. I'm in. I think Deluge is fine here. Excuse me. Ew. I guess I take the redraw. And now I kind of wish I didn't. All right, attempt to dispute. Bait out a veto. I'm in for that. Oh, notably they did have the Transmogrify. It's possible that it might be a sideboard card, or I might have missed it in game one. Hard casting the agent. Taking my token. Sure. Sure. Now they're in this awkward spot where there's nothing really good to take. Yorion to hand. Alright, so they did have the veto. Hmm. Sure. Hmm. They're tapped out. I'm kind of okay with doing this. Oh. I mean, didn't even make it hard for me. Return target non-land. Counter on here.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will remember your training.
Alright, so I think the other potential plan would be cast the Yorion bounce like Omen of the Sea, recast. But, alright. I believe that is our second round. Currently 2-0. Dex felt very strong. And I'm actually not like a huge proponent of blue-white in this metagame, but our matchups have been fairly slow, and in the case of our last opponent, they did not play particularly well. Now this is interesting. I have 3 tapped lands, but I also have a Wrath effect. I would need to find another white source. I'm going to play the farmland first, and probably the Jawari tap second. I am on the play, which is a big upside here. If I can get a basic plains or a pathway, I will be thrilled. I have everything I could possibly want. I have counters, I have a Wrath effect, spot removal, Deluge. My opponent seems to be on a mono red deck. Sparrow's Headquarters is good enough for me to play. Robber of the Rich. Yep. I have been robbed. I think Jawari comes in tapped here. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of value off the Shatter. If they play anything that's not Annex, I probably let it through. If it's actual Annex, I probably just sit. Bone Crusher. Sure. I'll take 2. You've taken a Hallowed Fountain. Teferi is nice. I think I still hold up this Deluge. I would very much like to keep this march for the Den of the Bugbear. But plans can change. They hit a land. I'll give it to my opponent. They are playing around the things they should be playing around. I will absorb and annex. Darn. I'm just gonna go for the deluge here. Depopulate is an interesting one. Do I want to populate or do I want Wandering Emperor? I'm gonna take the depopulate. Playing the untapped land so I can march the den if they so choose to go for it. They do not. They have only hit lands off of this. They did hit an Otawara though. That is notable. Alright, so I'm going to go for the depopulate here. Because otherwise they would draw a card off of the Shadow of the Sky, which I do not want. Bone Crusher me. Sure. Burning Tree. Okay. That's a little scary. And we found a field. All right, I'm fine with this. Chain Whirler. Yeah. Consider my chains whirled. Chain Whirler into Bone Crusher. I think you get a white source here. Also, let me double check this deck list. I don't know if I have... Oh, I know. I can just look here. Alright. So, I only have one more Wrath in the main deck, and it's Farewell. Let's see if I get lucky. Oh, no, I do have Shadow of the Sky. Don't know why I didn't think I did. Alright. Haste threat, so be it. Not a haste threat. Alright, I'm gonna need you to stop. Ooh, I kind of like this plan. Because I can overpay for the march. And they played the land, so I don't have anything to worry about. How much can I overpay by? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I blocked the land. Okay, no. So my thinking was, I have more answers to the den than I do, or I have more answers to the Chain Whirler than I do the den. Alright, they're off it. Bring in these, bring in these, bring in this. Bring in this. Cut this, trim this. Excuse me. What else? What else? What else? What else? Can probably trim another both of these. Shark isn't gonna do a ton. There. Maybe I want to cut a Dovin's Veto over a Shark. This hand's fine. March into Gust into Absorb. Okay. And then Wandering Emperor does a pretty solid job at gaining a little bit of life and stabilizing. Robber. I don't like that. Another robber. All right. I have a feeling this is gonna hurt. Oh, that's actually pretty nice.
You and I are gonna take... Oh, today's my lucky day. Guess you don't need me anymore.
This feels really bad. I think Wandering Emperor is probably more important. If there's a Torgrant here, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble.
I'm not overconfident.
Exile this tapped creature.
You're just underwhelming.
I'll take one.
You're done.
So if I don't hit a white source, am I dead? 3, 4, 5? Not dead. Portable hole. Eat the firebrand. Make a blocker.
I guess that's that. May your blade strike true.
Shark Typhoon and then try to double block this annex is going to be my plan. What do I have exiled from that? 2 absorbs? Sure. With a little bit of luck, I can stabilize. Not exactly what I was looking for. Alright, so they push through 3 damage. If I can answer... Oh, yeah, because it ticked up. Same situation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I don't find a white source here, I am dead. Okay, I'm not technically dead yet. But extremely close to it. Need a Wrath. Not the Wrath I was looking for. And Portable Hole still won't do the job because they can just deal the regular damage. Nope, I am dead. Okay. And let's try this one more time. They didn't really show me spells other than creatures and I guess Chandra. I don't think Chandra warrants 3 vetoes though. Maybe another Typhoon. Teferi does let me turn the corner. I think part of my problem was I just missed on lands for like 5 turns there. Anything else? No, just put a Teferi. No, I don't think I want the Teferi. I think another Typhoon's probably the better bet. Typhoon cycles and makes a blocker. It's functionally good for a little bit of life. Be on the play. This hand is playable. Just realized I didn't see any of these last game. My opponent has mulliganed, which I will always appreciate. I would like to set you back a turn. Ooh. Let's get rid of the burning tree altogether. Alright, given how my opponent has started this, and given my current hand, I feel confident that I'm probably going to win this. I think I want to keep the Aganjo for Dreamtrawler. So more than likely, I'm going to be marching this Anax. Play Chandra, that's fine. I didn't have an answer to it anyway.
It's my turn. Yup, you're going down.
Kari Zev is a wonderful thing to portable hole. Ooh. Oh, I sequenced that incorrectly. That's a shame. You know what? I'm just going to play the Yorion.
This will be easy.
Fanatical Firebrand. Is there last card number cleave? No. It does do a substantial amount of damage. I will give that to them. I think sequencing like this is probably better. I would like to strongly encourage them to downtick on Chandra.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. This will be easy.
Rampaging Ferocidon. Interesting. They hit my March, but they can't cast my March. This is probably fine.
Feel my pain!
Eat the cards have.
Yup, you're going down.
Pick up an annex,
Oh, today's my lucky day.
which not ideal for me. That's not going to work out in their favor.
I don't need this.
Another Chandra.
I knew you needed my help.
This'll be easy.
Now that's interesting.
We're done here.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
How do I want to do this?
I am almost sad to see you go.
Okay, and they're off it. The next turn is the next play is Yorion block the annex. At which point my opponent will have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures, 3 1/1s, and a 2/2. I will be at 9 life. I can Sunset Revelry and then attack with Dream Trawler, and I don't think they're coming back from that. Cool. So I believe we're 3-0? Let me double check. Yep, we are 3-0. And let's head back in. No matter what, we're going to have a positive record, but let's see if we can get that coveted 5-0, put us up into numbers. Alright, this one is interesting. So I have 2 lands and these Narsets. If I hit the Narsets, or if I hit my 3rd land, I'm in business. I have these to clean up. My opponent has not shown us a companion. Alright, so this is looking like the Angels deck. I'm going to lead on a tap Jawari. This depopulate is going to carry us a little bit. I just realized my opponent missed a 2nd land drop. That's really bad for them. And their actual 2nd land was tapped.
There are so many mysteries to untie. I have just the trick for
well,
this.
there's 3 white lands there. So they have a bishop. This only makes tokens when Angel dies. Alright. So Narset sponged up a little bit of
You are a
damage.
mighty warrior. I can
Let's
see.
stop drawing those now. I'm probably just cycling a Shark Typhoon, making it 2-2. Probably going to block the Speaker of the Heavens. Another Bishop. Alright, so my opponent's not really showing us something that's all that impressive right now. Like, this deck can go off. This is just not going off. Alright, make it 2-2. Found our land. But at this rate, I think I just want to get down this Teferi.
Trust me, you'll thank no
Draw some
time
cards.
for a break.
Ooh, Farewell is also really nice. They hit their land. They found a Giada. Their life total is roughly 1,000,000 billion. Doesn't really matter which creature I block, since I'm going to be farewelling and wrathing everything.
As soon as I think of one.
Let's skip to the good part.
A little unfortunate for me, though. I think I just play the Narset.
The focused and disciplined. Hone your prowess.
Okay. I will take that. I have 8 cards in hand. I think I can probably cut an absence. You can have another bishop. block here. I will block here. To ferry down to 1.
That was uncalled for.
Alright.
Hurry.
At this rate, my opponent is not an active participant in this game anymore.
Keep an open mind.
I'm gonna go for the farewell. Exile. Everything. Alright, they're off it. I would like more depopulates. Do I care about Dream Trawler? Not really. It blocks really well. As long as their life total's not a million billion. I think I like the Hullbreaker Horror. They're gonna struggle to be able to get rid of it. Veto, I think I can cut down on. I believe the only green card that they typically play, or green cards, are Trelisaro and Collected Company. I don't know if either of those warrant an Ether Gust. Maybe one. You know what? Screw it. I'll bring in the Dream Trawler. Narset doesn't actually do much in this matchup. They don't draw additional cards. So maybe... Alright. I've convinced myself. Just out of curiosity, let's see how Gavin's doing with this deck. He is 3-1. Our record's a little better than Gavin's is. What has he played? So he beat Rakdos Combo, Boros Midrange, Azorius Control, lost to Rakdos Mid, and is now playing Mono Blue Tempo. What is this Rakdos Combo deck? Liliana, Waker of the Dead, Obnix, Angrath, Acquisitions Expert, Eldrafang Disciple, Murders Varkroxa, Tigrid, and Waste Not? 3 copies of Focus. This deck's really cool. I don't really know what the combo is other than play Waste Not and get value from Waste Not. I may give that a spin later. Huh. We are waiting for my opponent, who does not seem to want to choose who goes first. It is possible that they're roping, but I don't want to accuse them of that quite yet. They might have disconnected or something, but this hand's a little slow. It does have a Wrath, but I think I can do better. I can, in fact, and did do better. I have 4 lands, 1 cycles. Is that better than a Shark Typhoon? I could put back a basic planes. I think Shark Typhoon is better than a 4th land in my opener. I am likely to draw into lands. I am now starting to think my opponent is not currently here. which would be an unfortunate way to showcase this match, because I think that this is a fairly interesting interaction. This creature deck that can buy back or bring themselves back after a Wrath effect from Collected Company, especially when I have to tap out sorcery speed. The collective and incremental advantage they get, especially from like Trilisara. Okay, I now believe my opponent is roping me. Unfortunate. Okay, well, we won that match technically 1-0. So we are 4-0, going for the 5-0. Let's see if we can do it. Excuse me. I need to clean my office. It's a little dusty in here. Looks like the challenge results are in. Yawgmoth, Amulet Titan, Hammer, Calibrated Blast? Okay. Mono Red, Underworld Breach, another Yawgmoth, and Shadow. Okay. That's neat. That's really neat. My opponent does not... Well, I guess it doesn't actually show it yet. My opponent does not have a companion. This is a 2-lander with Deluge. Okay. Hoping I don't get turn 1 Thought Seized. Okay. Hey Viridian, how are you? And thank you. So fun story about that. There's a game in like, you know, the crane games, right? There's a Japanese website that lets you I'm assuming they're on red black and not the Greaseland deck. So you can play like the crane game remotely. And now they go for the Thoughtseize. And so I managed to knock down the Snorlax from the crane game in Japan from my apartment. And then they mailed it to me internationally. Yeah, I don't want to admit how much money I spent to make that happen, but this is my, I assume, off-brand knockoff Snorlax. The shipping was included. If you win, they will ship it to you. Alright, so I have a choice here. I can either Deluge and try to find a white source, or I can field their den. I think that choice is gonna... Ooh. Now they have a hive. I'll go for the Deluge. Oh yeah. 2 lands broken. Now you have to live in, live with the knowledge that this exists and resist the sea. So, like, I completely forgot that it exists, period. And then a friend of mine reintroduced me to it. I don't think I want to play the Teferi here. Next turn I can Teferi uptick and then hold up the field for whichever creature land they want to activate. I completely forgot about it for years. And then I'm hanging out with some friends, and one of them just playing it on her phone. I'm like, Katie, do you have any idea what you're doing? Alright. They almost certainly have a Fatal Push or something here. Yeah. Alright, I'll go to 10. Absence is pretty nice. I'm gonna depopulate. If they want to activate the creature land, I will gladly let that happen. Unfortunately, I can't kill a graveyard trespasser. I mean, I can, but I don't really want to if I have the shatter. I don't love one-for-one-ing creatures with my board wipes, but this is the world we live in. We do what we gotta do.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed.
Make the token.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy. What's one more grudge?
I think it makes sense to just land the Tef and
I won't hide
tick
from
up.
the world any longer. No time for a break.
They know I have Deluge. Let's see if they want to pressure it. Adversary. Now this is interesting. So they won't be able to pay the 3 if they want to keep their creature. So unless they have Bone Crusher in hand.
Well, that didn't pan out.
Let's blow up the den. I guess I grab a white source here. Nice, nice.
Let's skip to the good part.
And another Tef. Alright. Heartless Act in hand. Reset Tef.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen. Right on schedule.
I think this is still probably the right call.
That was uncalled for.
Oh, wow.
This is hardly
Okay.
my worst.
I'm into that. Play another one. I can tick up.
Let's slow this down. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Play that tapped. And then untap these lands. I don't want them to know... never mind, they know about the deluge. I don't want them to be able to eat the deluge. Stop before combat. Actually, that's fine. If I whiff on the deluge, I don't want them to get to eat it. And nothing in my graveyard actually matters. So unless their last cards are land plus the green black, or the green 3/3, black 3/3. I can't say words. All right, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna lose to Fairy here. But I do get to hardcast a Shark Typhoon. They will eat my Memory Deluge here. But I am up on cards. I think I leave the farmland in hand. With the plan of cycling. Not this turn, but future turn. I do not want these lands. And I still drew a land. Pass to block. Cast Omen. Another Omen. Won't say no. Really? I actually like both of these. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. All right, here's Big Dumb Idiot. Probably should have waited until their upkeep, but it's not really going to matter all that much. Like, they're gonna have the mana to be able to do whatever they want anyway. Chandra Torch.
You want to go, tough guy? Yup. You're
Land
going
off the
down.
Ooh, March is really nice.
Well, that was a disaster.
Another harvester. I have 9 mana. So X equals 8. Let's get rid of... It's not going to matter. Cool. I do like them not having any answers to a Resolve Shark Typhoon. Excuse me. Alright, so I want Depopulate, I want Ether Gust. Sunset. Shark Typhoon conceptually is... Yeah, they put a card that's just Sharknado. And then... yeah. Like, there's nothing logical going on here, right? The question is, do I want Dream Trawler? I think Dream Trawler is probably fine. I don't think I need Hullbreaker Horror. I can trim one Veto. Narset's going to be a little bit difficult to protect, but probably still worthwhile. Having a great weekend, thank you. How's yours? Did you go to anything for Pride? I can trim on an Absorb or two. Probably eat a portable hole. Actually, do I want to counter, or do I want to cut the Dovin's vetoes? They showed me both Chandra and Sorin. Haven't done any private events, but your partner and you went on the boat for a form of over. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I can probably trim an Narsa here. I think... I'll go down, absorb, up a veto. Since I'm on the draw, having an answer to a turn 3 Fable might be really important. Alright, so... Noteworthy, I will not be able to play one of these lands untapped. Unless I draw a basic or something with a basic land type. I'll play the Fortress. Okay. I'm probably going to take whatever hit comes here, and then Jawari Disruption, their 3-drop. Nice. Play Castle tapped. And then, if they do anything here, Croxa. Sure. Alright, I will ditch the Sunset Revelry. Gus the Harvester. Which they have decided to leave on top. Ooh. Another Wandering Emperor is interesting. Ditching a land for their Harvester again. Excuse me.
I hope
make
you're
it 2-2.
ready to lose.
Bone Crusher, kill the
I guess that's
Wandering
it
Emperor.
then. Guards,
Darn.
to me. Feel the energy of battle, then guide. I have got new moves to teach you.
I'm unfortunately filling their graveyard. So if they have a land, they can play this Croxa. Oh, alright.
May your blade strike true.
Seems like they like the card that they have.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Let's put the Yorion in hand, and then discard the Halibut to the Croxa. They didn't link the card in hand, so I'm not sure why they didn't just play the Croxa. Sure. Excuse me. Alright. Goodbye, Hallowed Fountain. Dotsies into Yorion. Okay. Sure.
We must protect the people.
Okay.
When people start
Chandra
screaming,
can no
I know
longer
I'm on track.
hit planeswalkers. Sure.
See ya.
Ooh. Do like a march.
My judgment is final.
Maybe I should have kept that land.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Years of training. For this?
Okay, not punished. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Killing the Chandra, even though the Hall on the first swing would be
Whatever.
able to
Figure it out on your own.
threaten lethal on the following one, I am less likely to be able to get where I need to be. Alright. They're gonna chump block with this. Ooh. Maybe not. One, two, three, four, five. So I know it's not intuitive to do it this way. I don't want the Den to be able to deal 3 and then I get like Bone Crushered out. So that should be lethal, and it is. Whew. Okay, we got the 5-0. And we have only moved up to 96. Okay, we got 5-0 with Blue-White Control with my friend Gavin Bennett's list. Highly recommend Gavin for any sort of magic-related advice, particularly when it comes to control-related strategies. This man is a wizard. Let's take one more look at the deck. So we have, honestly, a pretty reasonable combination of removal spells, counter spells, and then card advantage and planeswalkers. I love having 4 copies of Wandering Emperor. I think this card's just very, very good. You don't have to go shields down in order to deploy a threat like you typically do with Teferi, or even with like Narset. So end of turn, if your opponent doesn't do anything meaningful that you want to absorb or veto, or even disruption or march, in comes Wandering Emperor. It's also very relevant when your opponent's playing something like Fable the Mirror Breaker. The reason why that card is so strong is that it does so many things. So there's no one-for-one thing that just stops everything that they're doing. So being able to play the Wandering Emperor, trade with the creature in combat, untap, march the actual saga itself, and you have this Planeswalker in play. Like there's a lot of different really important features to Wandering Emperor that makes it just such a house in every format. I love having 4 copies of Shark Typhoon. It's a way to close out the game pretty quickly. There are 4 Wrath effects in the deck, and then quite a few in the board, right? 1 in the board. I think I might like more Depopulate over Shatter the Sky, just because the number of Bone Crusher Giants that you need to play around. And most creatures are, like, in this format are going to be red or black, just by the nature of how things are shaking out. Minor nitpick there, but I think that these numbers can probably switch or even go 3-0. Farewell is great. I might want additional copies at some point, but yeah, I think that Gavin's deck is phenomenal. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you for watching. This video has been brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. You can find all of my previous content with them there. You can find this video on their YouTube page. And if you like what I do, if you have any questions, you can reach me on Twitter at Adam E. Cohen. Happy to answer any questions or just talk shop. Let me know if there's anything that you're interested in me playing next week. And don't forget to like, subscribe, etc., etc. It really helps us continue to do what we do. Thank you so much, and have a great night, everybody.